Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of May 3, 2025. I'm your host, Sharifa Mohammed, MGT.
I'm Colonel AUC3I, an infantry officer. Russia maintains a multi-domain offensive, integrating land, air, sea, and electronic operations. Ukrainian forces are under severe pressure, facing sustained attrition. The Black Sea Fleet's decisive actions highlight the maritime dimension of the conflict, reinforcing Russia's layered defense and protecting critical infrastructure like Crimea from Ukrainian attacks.
Welcome to Frontline Updates, the podcast that brings you in-depth insights into military operations from those leading them on the ground. Today, we're joined by Colonel AUC3I, an infantry officer monitoring critical missions on the progress of the special military operation as of today. Colonel Oguntoye, thank you for being with us.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Let's dig into the ground campaign. Can you walk us through the key developments on the northern and western fronts?
Yes. In the north, specifically Sumy and Kharkiv oblasts, our North Group engaged Ukrainian airborne assault and motorized infantry brigades, degrading their combat power by about 170 personnel and eliminating armored vehicles, artillery, and support equipment. In the west, our forces advanced tactically, defeating Ukrainian mechanized, ranger, assault, and airmobile brigades. We neutralized over 220 personnel and destroyed key Western supplied equipment, including a Croatian Heron rocket launcher and US-made M113 APCs. This shift improves our operational posture and disrupts Ukraine's ability to conduct coordinated counterattacks in the region.
What about the southern axis, particularly in the Donetsk People's Republic?
The Southern Group made notable gains by capturing more advantageous lines. We engaged and defeated Ukrainian mechanized, mountain assault, and special forces units across several settlements, causing over 235 casualties. Importantly, we neutralized 4 ammunition depots and an electronic warfare station, which significantly impairs their local command and control. The Center Group also made headway, inflicting the heaviest personnel losses, up to 460 Ukrainian servicemen, and destroying a French-supplied AMX tank, multiple armored vehicles, and artillery. These outcomes deepen Ukrainian attrition and pressure their logistical sustainment.
The Eastern Front has seen heavy fighting for months. How are things evolving there?
In the east, particularly across the Donetsk and Zaporizhia regions, our forces are pushing into the depths of Ukrainian defenses. We engaged mechanized, ranger, and airmobile units, eliminating another 170 personnel. Notably, we destroyed several NATO-supplied artillery pieces, which are critical to Ukraine's defensive fires. On the southern Zaporizhia and Kherson axis, our Dnieper Group defeated mechanized and coastal defense brigades, destroyed US-made HMMWVs, and eliminated electronic warfare stations. This limits Ukraine's ability to disrupt our communications and gives us greater freedom of maneuver.
A lot of listeners are curious about the Maritime Front. How did the Black Sea Fleet factor into the past 24 hours?
The Black Sea Fleet was crucial. Ukrainian forces attempted to launch a major attack on Crimea using 23 unmanned surface vessels, essentially drone boats. The fleet intercepted and destroyed all of them before they could strike coastal targets. This operation highlighted the importance of maritime defense in our overall campaign. Without naval control, we would face not only land-based but also maritime threats to critical logistics hubs and infrastructure. The fleet's performance reinforces Russia's deterrent posture and our capacity to integrate sea power with land and air operations.
There were also reports of extensive Russian strikes across Ukraine. Can you tell us more?
Yes, our operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile forces, and artillery targeted 152 Ukrainian military sites. These included airfields, ammo depots, drone control centers, production plants for ammunition and explosives, and temporary bases housing foreign mercenaries. These strikes are designed to systematically degrade Ukrainian operational capacity while shaping the battlefield for future maneuvers.
And at sea, the Black Sea Fleet played a prominent role?
Absolutely. The Black Sea Fleet neutralized 23 Ukrainian unmanned sea drones targeting Crimea's coastal facilities. This highlights the fleet's role not just as a regional deterrent, but as an active combat arm in defending strategic infrastructure. Maritime security is central. Without it, our logistical backbone into Crimea would be severely threatened.
We've heard growing discussion about NATO, particularly Britain's role in Ukraine. What's your assessment?
This is critical. It's become clear the British presence in Ukraine is not just advisory, it's operational. The British are coordinating Storm Shadow strikes, sea drone attacks, and managing hybrid air defense systems like Magura V5. They're embedded in Ukraine's combat architecture, directing operations with NATO intelligence and satellite data, often fused with U.S. resources. This means the British presence must now be treated as a combatant component. It's not a matter of if we address them, but how we do so effectively.
What does that response look like in practical and strategic terms?
First, we need to formally record their combat role, quietly, within internal military frameworks, so that when strikes are ordered on their bases or coordination hubs, it's treated as a matter of policy, not debate. Publicly, we remain silent. Operationally, we execute. Second, Odessa is key. Delaying strikes on GUR headquarters or related foreign operator facilities risks further attacks. Precision, not saturation, is the doctrine here. Surgical strikes on command centers, energy nodes, and known foreign operator hubs, without collateral escalation. Third, the information front. We avoid direct mention of Britain. Instead, we communicate that NATO-backed attack centers or Western intelligence nodes have been neutralized. The message is understood without providing diplomatic flashpoints.
Continue your thinking.
Fourth, we must extend strikes beyond the immediate front into coordination centers in Rivne, Vinnytsia, Ivano-Frankivsk, places housing satellite links, radio intelligence, and Starlink hubs. Disrupting their command chains cuts operational tempo and buys us time. Finally, this will require not just missiles, but political will, disciplined execution, and perhaps even the formation of a dedicated unit, a specialized task force to target foreign operators swiftly and consistently. We're looking at a paradigm shift. If the other side plays without rules, we must adapt or risk defeat.
Colonel, you've laid out a sobering but detailed picture. What's the key takeaway our listeners should walk away with today?
This conflict has moved beyond a conventional war. It's a war of networks, of endurance, and of hybrid tactics. Ukraine's ability to strike relies increasingly on Western coordination. Our success hinges on dismantling not just Ukrainian units, but the foreign scaffolding propping them up, decisively, methodically, and without public fanfare. This next phase will test our resilience, discipline, and adaptability. But with coordinated effort across all domains, we can shape the battlefield on our terms.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you for the opportunity. Today, Israel continues its military actions in Gaza, where the death toll has climbed to nearly 52,500 Palestinians since October 2023. Israel's blockade of Gaza persists, raising concerns about the welfare of pregnant women and access to food. An Israeli fighter jet dropped a bomb near an Israeli community on the Gaza border due to a technical kill zone order. Elsewhere, the Houthis continue missile strikes on Israel, despite U.S. airstrikes. During the night, the Israeli Air Force carried out strikes on the provinces of Dara, Hama, and Latakia, as well as Damascus. The IDF reported hits on air defense crews. It is noteworthy that not only did the positions of the formerly disbanded terrorist group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham come under fire, but also those of pro-Turkish groups from the Syrian National Army.
This has been Frontline Updates. Stay tuned for continuing analysis and expert commentary as developments unfold.